थोड़ा आजा यार, थोड़ा आजा ना, वो कंप्यूटर का नेट प्रॉब्लम बता है, जो वीडियो रिकॉर्डिंग नहीं हो रहा है ना, थोड़ा जल्दी आजा प्लीज यार। तो सुनना नहीं, जल्दी जल्दी तो नेट प्लीज।
Uh, good, mo- uh, Good afternoon, dear participants. Today we have with us Dr. Kamdev Sethi, Assistant Professor, Department of Animal Nutrition, College of Veterinary Science and Animal Husbandry, OUD Bhubaneswar. The topic today he is going to deliver that strategizing nutritional management for integrated farming system. So we'll very certainly will start the session. Hamida ma'am, are you there?
Yes. Please proceed.
Okay, sir. Shall we start the session?
The recording has started. Yeah, you can start, but the presentation needs to be started.
Okay, sir, are you there?
Hello, Parag, are you there?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Are you here? Okay, sir.
Okay,
sir.
thank you very much. Thank you.
So, dear participants, let me introduce Dr. Kamdev Sethi, the speaker of today's session. Dr. Kamdev Sethi, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Animal Nutrition, College of Veterinary Science and Animal Husbandry, Odisha University of Agriculture and Technology, Bhubaneswar, Odisha, for more than 13 years. After graduated from OUAT, he pursued his master's and PhD in animal nutrition from Indian Veterinary Research Institute, Ijatnagar, Bareilly, Uttar Pradesh. He has an outstanding academic career throughout. He has been recipient of several scholarship and fellowship like ICAR Junior Research Fellowship, ICAR Senior Research Fellowship, and ICMR Junior Research Fellowship. He has more than 50 research articles to his credit, published in international and national repute. He also has authored one book on mineral nutrition, 8 book chapters, and several extension articles. He was the recipient of Dr. K. Pradhan Young Scientist Award from Animal Nutrition Society of India. He has handled 2 projects as PI and 7 projects as co-PI. He has guided 15 MBSc and MSc students as major advisor and 22 MBSc students as co-guide. So I welcome you, sir, to this session. Please.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Parag. Parag, screens are visible, please.
No, sir.
Yes.
No, sir.
The screen, if you could move the slide, because
Is it moving?
no.
Is there a problem? Yeah, just a second, just wait.
You should have clicked on share my screen anyway. Try sharing the entire screen again. Yes, go to PowerPoint where the presentation is. Start the slideshow. Can you click on the hide option? Hide option in the screen, like middle of the screen. Thank you. You can continue, sir, now.
Just one information. So, is the slides are moving?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. So, respected seniors, my dear juniors, and dear friends, very good afternoon to all of you. I'm Dr. K. Sethi, Assistant Professor, Department of Animal Nutrition. Welcome all of you to my presentations
on the topic nutritional management of livestock and poultry in integrated farming systems. First of all, I am very much thankful to the organizers to give me an opportunity to tell you something about these important aspects of nutritional management of the animals, particularly looking to the integrated farming systems. Starting my presentations. So as all of you know, the integrated farming systems, the link is between 2 and more farming activities. They reduce the risk of crop failures and provide additional income to the farmers. Most important is the additional income to the farmers. And Dr. Fodder, can I am audible to you? Yeah. Hello. Hello.
Yes, audible, sir.
Audible. Okay, thank you very much. So this integrated farming systems are the main target to provide additional income to the farmer using the natural resources which they have in their backyard systems. And in these systems, the livestock and particularly the poultry are playing very important roles to minimize the risk and enhance the performance and increase the productivity of the animals. So you have to give proper importance to the animal nutrition as well as poultry nutrition to get a better response from the integrated farming systems. Basing on nutrition of the animal is concerned, we are dividing the total integrated farming system into 2 categories: ruminant-based integrated farming system and non-ruminant-based integrated systems, taking the nutrition into considerations. So what are the approaches we are going to do in ruminants and non-ruminants? So you have a better results, we have a better productivity. That things I'm going to discuss with you people with some basic knowledge about the nutrition and its applications in integrated farming system with respect to livestock and poultry sector is concerned. Now, friends, please remember one thing. Whenever we are practicing any feeding systems, always look to the rumens or the rumen environment of the animals. Whether the rumen is properly developed or not, that is the most important criteria when I'm going to feed any animals in a integrated farming systems. So always, whenever we are recommending something, what is available with us in an integrated farming system, please look to the rumen environment. Whether my animals have the capacity to utilize it or not, that is most important. The nutrients should be utilized properly. If, for example, if I'm giving a fibrous diet to a non-ruminant animal, simply it is excreted. It is entering in one way and is excreted in another ways. So we have to look at the rumens and then only feed to the animals. Yes, my animal have the capacity to utilize the crude fiber, then only I will give a fiber-rich concentrate or fiber-rich roughages to my animals. So friends, always try to look at the rumens before recommending any nutrition to any animals in any system, and particularly in integrated farming system, because in an integrated farming system, we are going to utilize certain things which are derived from other sources. For example, if I'm looking to the agriculture sector, what the fodder, the feed, what we are getting, that should have been properly utilized in my animals. So always the rumens should be well prepared. There is proper establishment of the bacteria, protozoa, fungi, and bacteriophage must be there to utilize the products or the outputs of other farming system that will enhance the performance of the animals. Then another important aspect is the feeding of the colostrum. Think that in a ruminant-based systems or a non-ruminant animal-based systems, if I'm looking to the colostrum feeding must be taken care in integrated farming systems, because in an integrated farming systems which will not care properly to our animals, they are going to suffer many diseases. It is not like the intensive system we are taking proper care. So colostrum feeding is the most important aspect when a new animal is coming in an integrated farming systems. So the colostrum feeding should be taken care much importance. The reason is the mechanism of phagocytosis or cell drinkings. That is what we are observing in amoebas or other species of animals are concerned. This phagocytosis mechanism should be given much importance because this is the development of the passive immunity during the first 3 days of the life, or this will continue up to 7 days. After 7 days, almost the phagocytosis mechanism is going to be decreased or going to be keys. So I cannot develop the passive immunity what I'm expecting from the colostrum feeding. So colostrum feeding should be taken care in an integrated farming system to produce sufficient passive immunity. If the dam is dried, I have to prepare the artificial colostrums to feed the animals during the early phase of the life. That means 3 days, within the 3 days of life. That thing is most important in an integrated farming system to protect, to enhance the immunity and protect my animals from different diseases. Coming to the feeding practices of ruminant is concerned, that up to 3-month phase, yes, we are practicing 3-month colostrum feeding, thereafter 7 to 10 days milk feeding, thereafter 1/10 and 1/15 milk feeding practices in the first and second month. That should be properly taken care because this is an integrated farming system. During that time, I will increase the roughage and concentrate gradually for the proper rumen development in these animals. Then coming to feeding from 3 months to year phase, yes, as the age of the animal increases, we are going increasing the roughage and concentrates to fulfill the nutrient requirement of the animals. So the first 6 months when the rumen is not completely developed, it should be properly taken care by during in an integrated farming systems. Then after the rumen is developed, what we are expecting at around 6 months, the rumen is completely developed. Now I can practice whatever feeding materials available with me that can fulfill the nutrient requirements of my animal is concerned. Now coming to this, what are the rations we are recommending in an integrated farming systems? Looking to the different integrated farming system, we are basically practicing the concentrated mixture and paddy straw feeding systems, or if it is fodder is not available, particularly if I'm looking the fodder scarcity periods, then the concentrated mixture and green fodder, yes, this is one of the best approach in an integrated farming system, that yes, I have sufficient green fodder, I can practice the concentrated mixture and green fodder. And last one is the concentrated mixture and paddy straw and green fodder feeding practices. That these are the 3 common practices which we have to taken care in an integrated farming systems. Yes, I'll get sufficient green fodders from the agriculture sector that can be utilized to enhance the performance of my animals. But we should not ignore the concentrated mixture feeding in an integrated farming system. Yes, the financial scarcity is there, financial constraint is there, but you have to give some amount of concentrate in an integrated farming system to enhance the performance and to produce at its optimum levels. Dr. Farag, is it audible? Please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fine,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, so concentrated mixture preparations and supplementation in an integrated farming system is most important. What I believe that it will enhance the productive performance of the animals. At the same time, it will give much more additional income to my farmers so that their economic stability can be maintained. They will be more attracted towards the integrated farming system. So how to prepare a concentrated mixtures, which are nowadays the cost is very much higher in our market systems, but the cost is very high. So how to prepare a good concentrated mixture? Some common basic things are there which I want to share with you. Whenever I am preparing a concentrated mixture, I have to be taken care of the nutrient requirement of my animals. So what is my nutrient requirements? The requirement of energy must be fulfilled. So energy rich concentrate should be there in my concentrated mixtures. Yes, one cereal must be there in a concentrated mixtures to fulfill or to take care the energy requirement of my animals. Now, one protein must be there. That means one protein source, whatever protein source is available, we are going to include in the diet of the animals or in that concentrated mixture to make it more nutritious so that it will fulfill the nutrient requirement of my animals, particularly when I'm targeting a high-yielding animals. Yes, this is the costliest concentrate what is available in our country. So always you are searching any replacement of these proteins rich concentrates. So yes, there is one replacement in the form of chunies. You can use black gram, horse gram, or green gram chunies that can be partially replace my cakes or my meals, which act as a source of protein for my animals. So one energy and one protein concept must be there for my animals in an integrated farming system to fulfill the energy and protein requirement of my animals. Now coming to cereal and cereal byproducts must be there in a concentrated mixtures to fulfill the fiber requirement of my animals. When my animal is ready with the rumens which have the capacity to utilize the fiber-rich concentrates, so I have to include a good quantity of cereal byproducts in the form of wheat bran or rice brans to fulfill the fiber requirement of my animals to produce sufficient volatile fatty acid in the form of acetic, propionic, and butyric acids to serve as source of energy for my animals. Then one energy, one protein, one fibers, yes, and minerals and salt must be there. So the recommendation is that mineral mixture 2 parts and salt 1 part is the recommendation for all categories of my livestock, particularly our ruminants are concerned. So friends, please remember, whenever I are preparing a good concentrate mixture, you have to take care of the energy, protein, fibers, minerals, and salts. So it has been basically told that one energy, one protein, one fibers, and minerals and salt make a good concentrate mixtures. And one is lacking, it makes the concentrate mixture not up to mark. That means it will not fulfill the total nutrient requirement of my animals is concerned. Now coming to how much requirement I have to include, yes, there are constraints, but basically when you are targeting in ruminant sector is concerned, we are giving energy, protein, and fibers at a proper ratio of 32, 32, and 33%, mineral 2 and salt 1, which make 100%. This is one of the best composition of a concentrate mixture containing around 17 to 20% CP, which fulfill the nutrient requirement of my animals, particularly hireling animals in an integrated farming system. So when the nutrient requirement is fulfilled, now my animal is ready to produce more. So this ratio of energy, protein, fiber should be maintained in a concentrated mixture for a ruminants to produce at its peak. What's about urea? Yes, addition of urea is a common practice. Now government has restricted on using this urea, but yes, these animals can, these my ruminants having a proper rumen developments, they can utilize the urea in the feed at the ratio of 1%, and in the concentrate mixtures at the ratio of 2 to at the rate of 2 to 3%. So addition of urea is a common practice. I have to take care that the rumen has completely developed. At the same time, the animals should not be in the last stage of pregnancy. Yes, when I'm adding the urea, there should be availability of a good energy source should be there, so that the urea can be properly utilized by the microbes in the form of bacteria, protozoa, fungi. They will utilize it and they can produce the microbial proteins, which in terms provide the protein to my animals. Now coming to the non-ruminant based integrated farming system, what things you have to take care of, what common minimum things you are going to take care of for the non-ruminants, particularly my poultry and swine sector is concerned in an integrated farming system, so that I will get, my farmer will get a better benefit from the integrated farming system. So what are the basic things? So this is the common nutrient requirements poultry in a backward systems, particularly color synthetic birds. We are recommending this. The protein from 0 to 8 weeks, it is 20%, 8 to 20, it is 16, and after 20 weeks, we are targeting 18% proteins, so that, yes, if it is a egg producing birds, then the nutrient protein requirement will be fulfilled. Similarly, the energy recommended is 2700 to 2650 kilocalories and 2700 kilocalories per kg of feed. This is the minimum energy requirement of my birds, even in backward system. If I'm practicing this, then the energy and protein requirement of my birds will fulfill, and it will produce at its peak, or it can gain with the faster rate. This is the nutrient requirement as per Bureau of Indian Standard recommendations. That is the for my peaks. So when I'm practicing a swine-based integrated farming system, this is a 2018-16 is the protein requirement of my swine, whereas the energy requirement is around 3,300 and 3,100 and 3,100 kilocalories per kg. This energy and protein we have to take care of. Yes, in the integrated farming system, when we are preparing gain feed, you have to take care of the moisture percentage, because if I'm not reducing the moisture, then there will be frequent contaminations of the feed, which in turn reduces the nutritional quality of the feed is concerned. So here, the fiber percentage, we are keeping 5, 6, 8. So finisher feed, you may go up to 10% or 12% fiber in case of pig sector is concerned. But yes, you have to give good protein and energy to the swine and poultry, because they're non-ruminants, and at the same time they are higher body weight gain capacity. At the same time, they have better FCR. So we have to give much more importance to the proteins and energy in an integrated farming system. So I will get a better body weights and better egg production in my birds and animals. So to prepare a balanced rations for my non-ruminants or my poultry, what things, poultry and swine, what things I have to take care of? There are some common basic things. Yes, there is energy requirement must be there. So energy, the concentrated mixture, which basically the ration for my poultry and my swine, it should have an energy source. That means it should be rich in energy. Why rich in energy? Because energy requirement of these animals and birds which are gaining at a faster rate is much more higher in comparison to my ruminants which are producing milk or for the meat productions. So in raw ruminants, the energy requirement is higher. So I have to include higher concentration of cereals around 50% to supply the energy to my swine and to my poultry. So protein source must be there. Protein should be at a higher rate. Around 40% protein must be there to fulfill the protein requirement. As I have told, these birds and animals which are gaining at faster rate, they have higher protein requirements. So you have to give good quality of proteins. Basically, when we are dealing with a dog and dog-based feed system, a dog-based integrated farming system, there you are avoiding the groundnut oil cakes due to the chance of aflatoxinosis problems. So in this poultry sector is concerned, basically we're targeting the soybeans so that the protein requirement of my birds will fulfill. At the same time, it will not susceptible to the aflatoxin. It may be in the form of B1, B2, or G1, G2 is concerned. Now, as I told, good energy source must be there. One good protein source must be there for my non-ruminants and for my poultry. Yes, addition of animal protein source is usually recommended nowadays for this non-ruminants. The reason behind it is that the animal protein sources are better by availability in comparison to the plant sources. So if I'm giving an animal protein source, they are better absorbed to the body systems and they can fulfill the protein requirement of my birds as well as the swine sector is concerned. At the same time, it enhances the palatability of the feed. If my animal is not consuming or my bird is not taking the feed continuously or reduced feed intake, I may adopt addition of animal protein source in the form of fish meals so that it enhances the intake. At the same time, this is a very good source of essential amino acid in the form of lysine and methionines, so that as the body weight gaining is faster, the protein requirement is more, the amino acid requirement is more, so we have to include the animal protein source to fulfill the nutrient requirements of the birds and swine in an integrated farming system so that we can get a better results from these animals and birds. Now coming to cereal byproducts, yes, these are simple stomach animals. Fiber has got a very small role in the body system. There will be some digestion of this fiber at the large intestine of the animals is there in the swine sector. Swine is concerned. So usually recommendation is that don't go beyond 20% in case of cereal byproducts, wheat bran and rice bran is concerned. So you are making it around 10 to 20%, which is going 40 to 50% in ruminants. So cereal byproducts should be provided in the form of wheat bran and rice bran should be provided at less quantity in case of my simple stomach animals and birds, so that there will be proper utilization of other nutrients in the form of proteins and energy. Then coming to mineral mixture and salt, yes, 2 and 1 is the recommendation which we can follow without any problems. Yes, BIS has recommended 0.6%, NRC has given 0.5% salt. All these are problems, but in Indian scenario is concerned, 2% mineral mixture and 1% salt can fulfill all the nutrient requirements in an integrated farming system, both in ruminants as well as in non-ruminants. Hello, Dr. Parag, I'm audible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fine, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. So what about urea? Addition of urea is to be strictly banned in non-ruminants and in poultry sector. A minute quantity of urea causes a drastic change in the body system of my simple stomach animals. Giving one beautiful example, when there will be minute quantity of urea in the feed of swine, they causes drastic change in the uterine pH. So if I'm giving to this urea added feed to particularly to the swine sector, we'll find there will be high mortality of the piglets and will get more aborted fetus, particularly during this farrowing time. So addition of urea should be strictly banned in simple stomach animals and in particularly in birds. You should not use or should not recommend it, and you should not use this in an integrated farming systems. Now, what I told is it may not be applicable because maybe some of the commercial aspect is there. But friends, please remember, the basic principle is same. I have to provide energy, I have to provide protein, I have to provide fibers, I have to provide minerals and salt to my animals and birds to fulfill the nutrient requirement of the animals. Now, in an integrated farming system, if I'm looking to the economical constant, yes, the financial constant will be there. So what thing you are going to do? We are going to search what is the locally available feed ingredients. What is available? I want one cereals. I want an oil cakes. I want any cereal byproducts, and yes, minerals and salt. Just collect it. What is available? It is very much less costly in particular area. We are going to collect these sources and just mix it. It will make a good concentrated mixture for my animals. It may be ruminants or it may be non-ruminants. But friends, please don't forget the basic principle: energy, protein, fibers, and mineral salt must be there in the concentrated mixture to fulfill the nutrient requirement of my animals. If I'm lacking any one, then my concentrated mixture is not going to fulfill the nutrient requirement of my animals. So my animals are going to succumb or going to show any disease, or there will be reduced productions and reduced reproduction. That is 100% sure. So you have to enhance or you have to use the locally available ingredients to fulfill the nutrient requirement of the animals, to prepare a good concentrated mixture so that you can reduce the cost of productions, you can get a better response from these animals. Now, coming to the mineral aspects, this is, I think, most neglected in an integrated farming systems. Yes, we are the recommendation 2% mineral mixture must be there. Now, the concept is chelated minerals, so you have to encourage the use of chelated minerals. It may be your zinc methionine complex or copper methionine complex, or you can say the selenium and yeast complex is there. So that should be enhanced, because when I'm using the organic minerals, it is better absorbed in comparison to inorganic form of the minerals. So chelated minerals, if it is possible, you have to adapt it to enhance the performance of my animals and birds in integrated farming systems. Now, coming to the nano-selenium concept or nano-mineral concept, I'll tell, because now many companies are trying to develop this nano concept. So as we have read during our previous time, or particularly previous year's time, that it is a nanoform is a decicenti millimicron nanoform is there. So nanoform is the reduction of the size of the minerals. Due to reduced size, that is increased surface area, increased absorption of the minerals, and it has been well established that nanominerals are better absorbed in comparison to organic minerals, and in the form which in terms is more absorbed in comparison to inorganic minerals. So nanominerals, now many companies are trying to develop the nanominerals so that the mineral requirement of the animal can be reduced. So here one example how this nanomineral is synthesized. Basically, you are following the three method: chemical, biological, and green methods. These biological methods, you are using some microbes, so there will be ethical constraints should be there. But yes, we can use the chemicals. Giving one example, this is the synthesis of nanoseleniums, where you are using the sodium selenides in the inorganic form of the seleniums, and you are using the reduced glutathions, which causes reduction, because all nanominerals are the reduced form of a particular minerals. So there is reduction, and we are putting the bovine serum albumins as a coating agent to prevent the congregations of the nanoparticles. So my nanoparticle, which is synthesized by the reduction of this glutathione reductase, that can be maintain its size for a longer period. So when I'm feeding these minerals to my animals and to my birds, there will be maximum absorption. It has been found the nanominerals can be absorbed up to the extent of 90%. So the minerals requirement of my animal is fulfilled. But yes, one problem is there, the cost constraints. So that's why the green method is there. Now many people are trying to prepare the nanominerals by using the phytobiotics in the form of any leaves which are strong, reducing capacity. For example, this is the coriander leaves, which we have tried in our laboratory, bringing the extracts and adding the seleniums or sodium selenite, or even if you are adding the zinc sulfate or zinc oxides, there is causes reduction in the size, and you are getting the nanominerals. So use of nanominerals may be a future prospect in our integrated farming system to fulfill the mineral requirements of different group of animals live in an integrated farming systems. So what is observing? Giving this is example what I am giving, particularly on this nanoselenium aspect is observed. It has been found if I'm increasing the selenium concentration in the form of nano, so there will be increased bioavailability. At the same time, increase the activity of different enzymes. It may be catalase, it may be SOD, it may be glutathione peroxidase. All antioxidative enzymes activity has been increased due to incorporations of the nanoselenium in the nanominerals in the feed of the animals. At the same time, it enhances the immunity in the form of antibody titers or in the form of B cells and T cells, that is, we increase immunity in the animals by the supplementation of nanominerals. So nanominerals can be a good options to prevent nutritional disorders which my animal is going to suffer in an integrated farming system in the future aspect is concerned. Similarly, these nanominerals, what is synthesized, it may be nanoforms or it may be organic form, they have a strong antibacterial activity, and it has been found that some of the minerals like zinc, copper, silver, and seleniums, they reduces the E. coli count in poultry birds, salmonella counts in the intestine, and enhances the lactobacillus count. So these nanominerals might have the effect of enhancing the growth of the favorable microorganisms. That means it enhances the effect of probiotics in body system of the animals. Coming to the pre and probiotic concepts. So this aspect should be taken care to enhance the performance or to enhance the better absorption of the nutrients, better digestibility of nutrients. You have to include, or we are trying to include the pre and probiotics in the feed of the animals and birds which are reared in an integrated farming systems, basically to enhance the absorption and digestibility. How to enhance the basic concept is there is increase the villi length, villi width by the supplementation of pre and probiotics. As you know, probiotics are the organisms in the form of lactobacillus or bifidobacter or Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Pre are the substrate in the form of moss, phos, and inulins, mannan oligosaccharide, fructooligosaccharides, and inulins. These are common prebiotics. So combination of pre and pro, as you know, this is symbiotics. They have the potency to improve the digestibility, improve the absorption of the nutrients, so that whatever feed I am giving to my animals, it may be derived from an agriculture base or from any source in an integrated farming system, that can be properly utilized due to increased villi length, increased villi width. So my animal will perform better and I'll get a better response from these animals in integrated farming systems. Whatever may be the situations, the use of fatty straw is a most important aspect in our integrated farming systems. Yes, use of green fodder and fatty straw should be given maximum importance in an integrated farming system. Green fodder, if it is sufficiently produced, it can increase the milk production, it can maintain my animals in good condition, it will fulfill all the nutrient requirements of the animals. But when I'm looking to the fatty straw, due to almost zero DCP or almost nil DCP, I have to improve the performance of these animals by incorporating this fatty straw. So we should adopt a roughage treatment in an integrated farming systems. So basically, as we are doing the fatty straw chaffing, then going for overnight soaking to reduce the oxalic acid and reduce the silica and sand content, so that it enhances the digestibility of the fatty straw. But nowadays it has been well documented that if I can add some amount of concentrate mixture or concentrate which is available along with minerals and salt in the fatty straw, the digestibility of the fatty straw is increasing and the nutrient utilization is much more effective, giving fatty straw alone or soaked fatty straw alones. Yes, oxalic acid content 1 to 2%, which is reduced, but by adding the mineral mixture salt and by incorporating some amount of concentrate or concentrate mixture which is available with me in an integrated farming system, we can reduce the cost of productions and we can improve the utilization of roughages, which is mostly available, particularly in an integrated farming system, particularly looking to the eastern part of our country is concerned. So this is my small presentations. Thank you very much. Have a nice day to all of you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for the nice presentation. Right now, the session is open for question. My dear participants who want to interact with our resource person today, kindly ask us.
Very good afternoon, sir. Hello.
Okay, thank you, sir. Please, ask your question, please.
Yeah, myself, Dr. Manas Ranjan Senapati from APC OUT Chiplima.
Yes,
Sir, it
please,
is
sir.
a very nice presentation, starting from the conventional up to the nanotechnology. So my question is that, sir, introduction of wheat bran or rice bran into formulation of a ration for ruminants. My question is that, sir, rice bran and wheat bran is a fiber source. Like that, straw or stover, it is also a fiber source. So if I am having that straw, so is it essential to incorporate that rice bran into the concentrated mixture?
Sir, actually, the question is basically what you are asking. What I am thinking that this is one concentrate, this is one raw phases. So a raw phase cannot be a replacement for a concentrates. So wheat bran and rice bran, they are concentrates. They are low in crude fiber, but I'm looking to the paddy straw. They are very much high in raw crude fiber. So a raw phase cannot replace a concentrate in an concentrate mixture. Yes, I can give the raw phase in a different manner. I'll give the concentrate in a different manner. So if I want a good concentrate mixture, that should be presence of concentrate in the form of rice bran and wheat bran. There should not be paddy straw as raw phase should not be there in the concentrate mixtures. I think, sir, you got your question answered, please.
Yes, sir. I got it, but just only a small clarification that suppose I am giving the concentrated mixture for my ruminants in a IFS system, and also I am providing that straw. So shall I give separately the rice bran to the ruminants?
Sir, if the concentrate mixture contains sufficient quantity of rice bran or wheat bran, which are the fiber sources, as I told, if it contains minimum 33% rice bran, wheat bran, there is no need to add extra because it will fulfill the raw phase requirement of the animals. And a paddy straw you can give separately. There is no need to add extra rice bran and wheat brans out of the concentrated mixer. So whatever the rice bran and wheat bran they are in my concentrated mixer, that will fulfill the crude fibers. Sir, one thing please remember, always bother about the protein content of the protein requirement of the animals. Don't worry about energy. As I told, paddy straw is an energy source. It contains around 40% TDNs. So my animals, the living system or the animals will go on taking feed until the energy requirement is fulfilled. If my animal is hungry, we'll take the paddy straw. There will be no problems. But as a scientist, we are looking that the protein requirement of my animals should fulfill. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you a lot, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Is there anybody? Any participants are there? We are fortunate to have sir today. So anybody regarding their doubt regarding nutritional part of animals, they can ask. Okay, sir, then it's fine. Thank you for your excellent presentation, sir. Sir, are you there?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Farag, and thank you, the organizer. I'm very much thankful to all of you to allow me to express some of my knowledge, some basic things in regarding nutrition in integrated farming system. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.